Hey, what's up, Crosspoint? 2 video updates in less than a week must mean some special things are happening, and indeed they are. Just over 24 hours ago, we made, prayed over, and sent out more than 1,300 sandwiches, along with hundreds of cookies, to 6 different Fargo-Moorhead homeless shelters and kitchens. And if you missed it, let me just say that our sandwich cookie factory was operating at maximum efficiency. A record number of people made a record number of sandwiches in record time. All right, I actually had to ask people to slow down. I unsuccessfully tried to enforce a mandatory coffee break, and the one word I kept hearing over and over and over again, more. Right? We need more buns. We need more ham. We need more cheese. We need more tin foil. Next year, we need to make more sandwiches. It was a great morning that allowed us to make a significant difference in our community, as well as in the lives of people who honestly may never step a foot inside of our church. And now this week, we get to keep learning about that difference between just going to church and actually being the church. Over the last couple of weeks, you've been getting updates on Nick Prochnow after he suffered a work site injury. This week, he remains hospitalized down in the Twin Cities. His doctors hope to begin the first of multiple skin grafting procedures this week. But on Wednesday night, we're going to gather together as their church to pray for Nick and his wife Lindsay, to pray for their children Bailey, Maddox, Isla, and the baby who's due in June. We're going to pray for Nick's doctors. We're going to pray for their extended family. We're going to pray for God to mobilize us as their church. We're going to pray for God to show us His strength, His mercy and grace, His goodness, His faithfulness, and His love. So this Wednesday, February 26th, we're going to gather together and pray for the family, for each family member specifically and individually. This Wednesday, we're going to gather together. We're going to praise God with songs. We're going to sing songs while we are together. And this Wednesday, February 26th, when we're done praying and we're done praising, we're going to also enjoy some dessert, some pie together as well. I cannot emphasize enough the potential power for this event. All right, many of you have been asking me about how Nick and the family are doing, and that's great. But this Wednesday is your chance to ask God to work in their lives and through our church. This Wednesday is your chance now to support and encourage and serve the family through your participation and your presence and your prayers. At the last time we did something similar, 65 of you showed up with 24 hours notice. And to build on that, my hope for Wednesday is that many of you would provide the voices for the prayers, or that you would be willing to write a prayer over the next 2 days that you then would read on Wednesday night, or that you'd be willing to read a prayer that I'm writing over the next 2 days for the family. So please let me know if you'd be willing to do either of those 2 things. The family is excited that we're doing this prayer event for them. But they also were excited that there'd be more people than just myself praying out loud for their needs. So Crosspoint, this week we've already had the chance to bless hundreds of people outside of our congregation in a very real, in a very tangible way. Now we get to do the same for people inside of our congregation, giving them the very real, the very tangible blessing of a people, a church gathered together to pray for them. So this Wednesday, February 26th at 7 o'clock, please make every effort to join together with your church to pray, to praise, and to provide support and encouragement for the Prochnow family. This Wednesday, February 26th, 7 o'clock, I'll bring the pie, and I'll see you all there.